Chelsea Football Club, Enzo Maresca is losing me. It's Valentine's Day and my love for this manager is going out of the window. I'm dead serious over here. Because the reality is you can't come out with comments like this and expect fan base as Chelsea Football Club one to back you. I'm sorry, these comments are unacceptable. These comments, no matter what the context are, just should not be said. Sometimes in life it's better to shut up. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Sometimes in life you get asked a question, you just sit there and just say, you know what, I'd rather not answer this question. Let me keep it stepping. But what he said in this press conference, right? After the cameras went off, Enzo, we hear this stuff. I can't defend you. And genuinely, if this was Maurizio Pochettino, if this was Graham Potter, I would be cooking them. I would say they have a loser mentality. I would say it's unacceptable. And today, I need to come here and cook you. Because so far, Enzo Maresca, you've been a very competent manager. You have done your job. We're sitting in the top 4. Yes, the cup runs haven't been great, but the Conference League has been phenomenal. We've dealt with it the way a Chelsea team should deal with it. We rock up, slap them, rock up, slap them, rock up, slap them. Don't matter where we go, Kazakhstan, Kurdistan, Germany, anywhere, we go and we slap them. The reality is, it's not nice when you sit on that stage and say, we can't compete. We're not good enough. This isn't right. And we need to break these comments down. But before we get started, we are 750 people away from 40,000. Kenny do that right now. So please hit that subscribe button. And 1,000 likes is a great way to push this video out to more people. But now, let's get into these comments because they actually really rattled me. You guys watch this channel on a regular basis. And if you don't, you're going to get the gist quickly. I am the furthest thing from Standard FC. I know where this Chelsea team is. I know what this Chelsea team is. And I know the standards that we should want to uphold one day, and more importantly, where we currently are. So, Enzo Maresca said, I grew up watching this Chelsea team win games and trophies. So did I. So did I. Broski, we agree on this. 100%. Then he said, but this is not this Chelsea. Excuse me? Excuse me? Bro, 3 years ago we won the Champions League. Yeah? 10 years, we won 2 Champions League. We've won 2 league titles. We've won numerous cups. We've won the Club World Cup. We won Europa League. This is meant to be the same Chelsea. How can history of 10 years be erased in 3 years? This is what annoys me. We won't be this Chelsea if we have mentalities like the mentality that you're portraying. What you're telling us right now is we should be okay with not winning trophies. But that's just not true. We should be okay with not winning the league. I agree with that. We should be okay with not winning the league. This team isn't good enough. But is it too much for me to ask to win a Carabao Cup? Is it too much for me to ask to win an FA Cup? Is it too much to ask to win a Conference League, a Club World Cup? Why can I not ask for that? Because Maurizio Pochettino, I gave him stick. And I'm going to tell you now, last year got me to a final that we lost. He should have won it. He got me to a semi-final. We lost. Fine, but at least it's a semi-final. You know, so, and he never came out and said, oh, we can't compete for these cups. He said, we're going to compete for every cup, but he was also a loser. You know that one. So, it's give and take. But you are actively coming out now and telling me, we're not the same Chelsea. Why aren't we the same Chelsea? Then he went on and said, every day he tries to convince these players where we need to get to and how we need to get there. And for me, I like this. This is a comment I can get behind. You are the leader of young men. These young men need your guidance to understand what it means to be Chelsea, right? What it means to be a Chelsea player. Because the reality is, we have been stripped out of everything that made us us. And the reason I say this is because it is so important, right, that Chelsea Football Club understand what made us us. What made us us is, no matter what game we played under our terms. We were physical, we were dominant, we could grind it out, we can play nice football when needed. We bullied teams. However, now, we're the ones that get bullied. We get sticked on, we get slapped around, and we get picked on. And the reason I say all this stuff is because he needs to make sure the messaging to these players is there, consistently. Beat them around the head with it. This is not Chelsea's level. We need to be better. You need to be better. You need to be putting more goals up. You need to be putting more assists up. We need to keep clean sheet. I don't remember the time I went into a game and I said, you know what, we might keep a clean sheet today. Genuinely, I went to the 8-0 game against Barrow. Mum's life part of me thought we weren't going to keep a clean sheet. I genuinely sat there and I was like, yo, we might concede any moment now. How can this be a Chelsea team? That irritates me. The next thing that really irritated me, he said, look, I said that there were positives to coming out against Brighton because we're not ready to compete in 3 or 4 competitions. Enzo, if it's true, don't always feel the need to say it. I agree with you. I genuinely sit there, vehemently agree with you. we aren't ready to be going after 4 trophies because the squad depth we had, you deemed unacceptable. You deemed Joao Felix unacceptable. You said Nkunku can't play in the night. No problem. You told us the Sassi's not good enough. I agree with you. You told us Vega can't play. So he went away. Cassidy went away. So the reality is, the squad that we built for you, you didn't like. So whose fault is it we can't compete in four competitions? Because there are multiple managers that would beg to have a squad of this quality, would beg to have Joao Felix coming off the bench, would beg to have Nkunku coming off the bench, would beg to have Noni or Neto coming off the bench. Yet you don't like it. So for me, that's just a horrible, horrible excuse. And once again, young squad, messaging. What kind of messaging you giving them, big man? And this final one was my favourite. Squads have been together for 3 to 5 years. And they're not ready and they're struggling to compete. So why do you think in 6 months we should be winning the league or in the top 4 or winning competitions? Why? That comment there rattled me more than anything yet. And I'll explain to you why. Squads for 3 to 5 years together, Arsenal, right? Arsenal might not have won a league. But you know what Arsenal have done? They have built a side that their fans are proud of. Majority of the Arsenal fans I know, majority of the fans I hear talking, they say, you know what? We're a lot better than we used to be. Now we just need to get across the line. That is a completely different conversation to what we're having here. Because that conversation is completely different to what I believe we are having here. Para aquí, what we're having right at this moment in time. Because what he says is a joke. He says, we're not ready to win the league. I agree with you. But why can't we win a cup? Why can't we win a cup? What is this capping of the ceiling of the team? Why are we telling these players this? When I came out earlier in the season, you all cooked me. You all said, Alex, we're just a shy guy. We're just a chilled guy. We don't want to compete for a tournament. We're here we are a top 4 side. Yep. Our manager comes out with this nonsense and all of a sudden standards go down. When I was saying we're second because we deserve to be second. Yeah. This team is doing really well. Let's empower this. Let's grow this. Let's encourage them to be better. You all told me, Alex, you're doing too much. This team isn't good enough. And I said, look, they're playing like it. They got the points. It means they're worth it. However, our manager came out, belittled them, and all of a sudden now we're out of 2 cups. Everyone doesn't believe we're going to make top 4. I still believe. I don't care if Nicholas Jackson is hurt. You have no excuse. This is a good enough squad. Make it. And for me, all it does is degrades this manager. Do I like Enzo Maresca? I like the Enzo Maresca I saw in the first 19 games. Cocky, confident, knows what he's doing, very ambitious in the way that he alters the game during. I like that manager. I don't like this version of him, and this is pressure. Because this is ideal pressure. What I loved about Thomas Tuchel and why I loved Thomas Tuchel more than any manager we've ever had. Maybe Jose Mourinho when I was younger, I loved him more. However, with Thomas Tuchel when I was an adult, so I could see what I was getting. Thomas came in from day one. We're here to compete. We're here to win. People are going to be scared to play against us. We weren't the best team. Liverpool and Man City were better than us. But guess what he said? Listen, you want that smoke? We got that smoke going left, right and centre. That's what he said. He was active, he was vehement, and he was standing on business. In the words of Chris Broussard, 10 toes down. He was telling everybody, this is going to be a good Chelsea team. And what did we do under Thomas Tuchel? We won the Club World Cup. We won the Super Cup. We won the Champions League. Numerous cup finals and semi-finals. When I say numerous, I mean 4. We were perennial late members of cups. You don't have to win every cup, but you got to be in and around there. There was a mentality shift. We became a Chelsea once again that we could all be proud of. We had our highest points total since Conte won us the league. And for me, we let a really good manager go, man. We spent a heck of a lot of money. And for me now, Maresca needs to earn this faith. Because after the first 19 games, I loved it. After the game week 19 to game week 24, bro, you are losing me on a weekly basis. I don't like it. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. I'm a little bit worried for this Brighton game. I can't lie to you.